Hello, Miss Nisha Yadav. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. I'm good. And how are
I
you?
am good as well. Thank you. Right. So, how did you spend your day?
Today I was quite busy, but satisfying day for me. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I wake up early in the morning. I did some exercises and I made myself a tea after I took a breakfast. Then I sat down. Then I sat down for work at a 9 a.m. Then first I checked my email and message from a team, and then
Mm-hmm.
we had a daily stand-up tech call in which
Mm-hmm.
everyone has a discussions what they did yesterday and what their plan for today. I also told them I would be working on new features as well as bug fixing in the app. After the meeting, I started to work on bug fixing, and so it was a small box I identify in a code with the English caching that problem occurred for the users. So I fixed this around 12:30 p.m. and then I again tested a couple of times, and after that I ensured everything is working fine. Then I tested the app from the testing team, and then I took a lunch break and I relaxed for a while. In the afternoon, I started working on a new as well as because that which was a little bit challenging for me because in the previous I never worked such a kind of functionality. For that, I had to read some documentations from a Google. Then I read it and implemented. And by 5:30 p.m. approximate, I had finished my task for a day. And then I pushed the code and tested a message, and send a message to the team. And then after that, I took a break for 2 and 3 hours, and then I read some grammar, and now I have joined your meeting.
Okay, very good. You pronounced everything in a very, you answered everything in a proper way, which means you answered everything in the past tense, which is what is necessary. You should be pronouncing or you should be using past tense over there, which you did very well, and you were doubting yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're actually better than a lot of students because I ask this question to everybody when they start, and whenever I ask them, they always make this mistake. They always jump from now past tense to present tense to all kinds of tenses. But yes, you made a mistake once. uh, take take 3 hours rest, right? But
Yes.
then again, you shifted, you corrected yourself, which is a very good thing, which shows that you know how to do it. It's just about practice. The only thing you need is practice and just a little bit of what trusting yourself, I would say.
Okay. I remember
Okay.
most actually in a previous session, whatever you told me, and that one of the line touches my heart. And whenever I also try to forget that line, then always remember your line. Believe in yourself, and then people, because no one know English, and if you are trusting on yourself, then definitely you will, you don't have a muscle practice and all that.
Yes.
That line really touched my heart, and always.
Okay, I'm grateful that it made some change in the way you are, it motivated you. That's such a good thing, In fact, I am listening to very positive things from a lot of people here on English Yaari. There is one student who says she has become my friend, and one student says for him I am like his elder sister, and you say I have touched your heart. That's such a good thing to know. Thank you so much, Nisha. I hope that you keep that in your mind. I always tell this to everybody because the whole world is there for you, to be against you. The whole world is there to bring you down. The whole world is there to say bad things about you and be unkind to you. Why do you want to add one more person to that? Right? If you trust yourself, that is the only thing that matters, right?
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
I am so happy to listen to hear that. Okay, so let's talk about the rhythm of routine, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So, now you told me about how your day looked like today. How was it? Right. Now I want you to tell me how does your everyday look like? Like generally the things that you do on every day. Can you share that routine with me, please?
Generally, I wake up early in the morning, around 6 a.m. Then always I did some exercises and I helped my mom for cooking. And then I settled down at a 9 a.m. always for work, and dedicatedly I work 9 to 6, and in which I had some meeting and I had to update a status on my teams. So I always do that things, and after the office work, then I do a study 2 to 3 hours, and then for my tech skills as well. Right now, I'm focusing a lot for improving my communications skills and practicing English, because I believe I know grammar, but I don't have a practice when I talk to the people. Then automatically word is not coming from my mouth, so I get a nervous. I don't know why, because I know, and when I talk front of mirror, then okay, I was so confident, but it comes to the when I talk with the people, then I always get a nervous. And I believe ki right now I'm reducing little bit because of you, ma'am. So whole credit goes to you only.
Thank you so much. It's not me, but it is you. You should. That is only one thing, We all know these things. As I told you, you're very well educated. You're a coder, which means you're a software engineer. You have learned a lot. You have a lot of knowledge. It's all about trusting yourself that, okay, I can do it. In the last class, you were not speaking at all. I remember you were not talking at all. Like, in fact, the voice was, you were not also like, you were not very audible also. I had to actually increase the volume of my, the volume. But
Okay.
today you're speaking very confidently. I can see that this is the beginning. Okay, Nisha, I don't say you're perfect, but I can see that your simple present tense is on point, right? You spoke about your routine and you used your simple present very well, right? See, until now you just doubted yourself and you didn't even know that you can speak so well, right? All these days you were just scared that what somebody may say, or what somebody may think, right? How is that going to affect you? Like, how does that even affect, or how is it also important for you, right? What somebody thinks, what someone says? No, what you think about yourself, or what you think about yourself is more important, right? All others will go away. You have to stay with yourself, right? Nobody else will come and stay with you. Nobody else will live your life. So you should be the one who should be motivating you. And see, you're speaking so well already, right? When your mind is in calm state, that is when you will be able to process properly in a normal way. Okay,
Okay.
right. One thing, I have found two mistakes over here. One second. Okay, one thing that you said is, you said I do study. Okay,
Okay. I did a study.
no, I study. Do is a helping verb. Studying is also a verb, right? Not necessary, right? Why do you have to use verb twice? I study. Okay, some people say, I do cooking. Right? No, I do. Yes, I do studying. I do dancing. I do shopping. Right? All these things are action words already, right? Studying, dancing, singing, all these things are action words. For that, again, you should not be adding do, right? You should just say, I study, right?
Okay.
Study in itself is a simple present tense. Okay, and one more thing, one very important thing, this is a mother tongue influence that you have. Okay, whenever you pronounce anything from sir, you pronounce it as e, is skills. right? You say that, right?
Okay. Okay.
And for that, you should only start with sir. Skills. Try saying that.
Skills.
No, not e. Not also. Not start only with sir. Skills.
Skills.
No, still not. Skills. Start with sir. Skills.
Skills.
No. You say skills. Start with skills. Sir. Sir.
Skills.
Very good. See? And you know what you have to do is you have a few words that begin with S. I'll write those words over here so that, or maybe I'll just tell those words, right? There is school, there is skills, there is science, there are a lot of words, right? That begin with S, and these are the words that you generally use in your language,
Okay.
right? So I want you to use those words. You have to pronounce those words basically. Every day, try to pronounce at least two to three words beginning from S. Okay, those will help you with your enhanced vocabulary. And do not, for any reason, do not add E over there. E skills, no, that's wrong. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
that's very important thing. Okay, very good. I can hear you. Very good, very good. I love this confidence on you. And okay, so here, if you open the session notes, can you do that, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now if you open the session notes on the page 2, you can see Ron's routine. Can you please explain that to me? What does Ron's routine look like?
Look like it's like some kind of exercises shown here.
Okay, there is not
Like,
only one thing, but there are a bunch of things there. Okay, it is he is waking up, then he is stretching, then he is taking a shower or maybe brushing his teeth. He's brushing his teeth, and then all those things. Can you explain those things like that?
ma'am, one of the persons
He
is
is one person only.
stretching.
Everywhere he is one person only. It is only about his routine. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. One of persons is stretching, and one of persons is uh, taking a doing to doing a brush, and
Okay, what did I
one of
tell you about doing, studying? Do study.
okay, one
Hmm.
of
Okay,
cleaning
it is
up.
not one of the persons. Okay, he is one person only. Everywhere it is Ron only. Okay, so how can you say that? In the first picture, he is waking up or he wakes up. In the second picture, he is stretching. Third picture, he is brushing his teeth. No doing brush. No.
Okay,
Brush karo is Hindi,
okay.
but brushing is English. There is no do over there. Okay?
Okay.
Remember that. And next thing is what do you think he's doing next?
He is writing on the notebook,
And
and he is uh, he is reading a paper on. He is reading a paper.
very good.
He is walking, and he is taking a shower,
Mhm.
and he is doing exercise.
Okay. He is working out. Okay.
Okay.
He is working out, not doing exercise. Not necessary. Exercise is a very, basic word, I must say. Let's use advanced words, which is he's working out, right?
Okay.
Okay. Then
Then he is doing exercise. Okay, and he is typing something on their phone. On
his phone.
phone. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So, does your daily routine look something similar to this?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, why do you think having a routine is important?
Because routines. If you have a if you have always maintaining a routine, so it's tell you like how to consistent in your life whatever you are doing. If you are consistent, definitely whatever your dream and whatever you want to achieve, then definitely if you are consistent, if you are what deciding a routine. Today I'm going to do this, tomorrow I will working on these things, then definitely uh, these things improve your habit, as well as whatever you want definitely you can achieve by setting your own routine.
Okay, very good. And it is not it's tell you, it tells you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it tells you.
Yeah.
This is again a mistake that a lot of people make. I have seen a lot of people make this. It is it's sorry, it tells you. This is subject verb agreement. Remember, whenever you come across such statements, subject verb agreement is a very huge thing, very very common mistake that we all make. Okay, I have seen like very highest level of speakers make these mistakes. Okay, so it's not allowed, it is not it's a very common mistake, which means it is very very widespread. Okay, so we should not be doing that. Try to not make that mistake. Subject verb agreement is when you have a singular subject, make sure to use a singular verb. It tells, they tell, right? It is a singular word,
Yes, ma'am.
singular subject.
Yeah.
Tell is a tells is a singular verb, but they is a plural verb, plural subject. Tell is the plural verb. What
Okay.
happens is whenever we have a word, we just add an s to that, and that becomes a um, generally it becomes a plural, right? We
Yes.
add an s or es or something like that. But when it comes to verbs, whenever we have a verb, whenever the verb has an s at the end, that is 90% of the times, 90 or maybe 99% of the times, it is always a singular verb. Okay, so
Okay.
it has is a singular verb.
Salary, yes.
Tells, speaks, runs, walks, whatever it is. All these are singular verbs. But only when there is no s in the end, it becomes the
Good.
plural. This
Mm.
is a very this is a very simple cheat code kind of a thing that you can focus on.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. The next thing is, are you a strict follower of a routine?
Yes, not always, but 70 to 80% I always try to follow my routine.
Okay, so you can say, I do not follow a routine all the time, but 70 to 80% of the times I do follow a routine. Okay,
Okay.
right. Is there any day when you don't have any routine at all, like maybe Sunday or Saturday?
No, ma'am. Because I'm working 9 to 6 hours, so I didn't get so much time.
I
So I
don't.
always like Saturday or Sunday, I want to utilize at least 5 to 6 hours
For what? For
for
working?
for no for study.
Okay, okay. So you on Sunday also, on Saturday, Sundays also, you follow a strict routine, is it?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I had a student who was appearing for UPSC exams, I guess.
Okay.
What she said was, in the morning she wakes up very early in the morning because she gets sleep. She focuses on very difficult maths problems
Okay.
so that she doesn't get sleepy in the morning. And after something, and then again she used to say in the afternoons also, after eating food, whenever she gets sleepy, she focuses on the math problems which are very difficult, which means she had such a tight schedule, tight routine, and still she wanted to learn those things. And she and her sister, they were I mean, her sister didn't attend the classes, but she used to say that her sister and she used to follow such routine. So
Yeah.
yes.
Because mathematics, I believe mathematics is one very interesting subject. Who always like whenever you feel sleepy, then definitely mathematics. Because you have to write and practice on a pen and paper, and
Yes.
same thing coding. That's why I like.
That's why you like coding, is it?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, I also am a science student, but my math professor was, his words were not audible to us at all properly. He did not pronounce the words very properly, because of which I was not able to understand anything at all. That is why he is the only reason, because 11th and 12th, when I did, he was my teacher in 11th standard, and he taught us. He was a gold medalist. He was so good. but he was not able to teach us. Whatever he said, it was like we were not able to understand him at all. It was so bad. I mean, the other math that we understood, I did pass. It's not like I failed completely, but because of that I left the science field altogether.
Yes, ma'am. I also believe because some persons know they have a very good knowledge, but even when it's come to the explanation, they are not able to explain properly whatever they know. So, front of the people, explanations are very tough. It's a art, like you have to practice so much
Yes,
for explaining anything front of people.
exactly, that's right. Okay, so what do you have to tell about what do you have to say about the people who do things on their own convenience, like the people who don't have a routine at all? What do you have to say about such people?
If the people don't have a routine, then definitely I believe like that kind of the people is little bit lazy, because if you don't
Those
have a
kinds
play
of people are little lazy. Okay, those kinds of people, not that kind of people is. Those kinds of people are. Yes, please go ahead.
people are lazy because if you don't have a,
People are lazy, not people's. People's is not a word at all. Yes.
I think they are like lazy. If you don't have a plan, then what you are doing in the earth? Because God sent you here for doing something, whatever you want, and like everybody like doing their own thing. But God always help you for doing anything. So, it,
Do you know anyone who cannot stick to a routine at all?
no, ma'am, because I have a lot of friends, but they are very dedicated and they have always a routine. Even when I always I had to message them, you are free, I'm calling you, and they're all busy. So I don't know even.
Okay, you mean to say that you text them before you even call them just to know if they are free. That's a very good thing, right? If you have friends surrounding yourself with such people who follow very strict routine, that's a very good thing to have. Yes. But do you even ask your friends before calling? You can
No,
just call them and then let them cut the call and then say, okay, you were busy.
yes, ma'am, but they are preparing for UPSC and they are living in
Oh,
Delhi and they are doing so much, utilizing whole times as well as taking extra classes. That's why.
okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So, Miss Nisha, we are at the end of the session. Let me give you a very small feedback of how you spoke. I'm actually very, very happy to see this new version of you, this new changed person in you. I saw that you had a lot of nervousness, lot of nervous laughter in your last class, but today you are very, very, very confident, which is a very good thing to have. And also, this is the first step towards you learning your English in a very proper way. Because I have seen a lot of people who don't know anything at all, they are very confident while speaking, right? But you, despite having a good English, you were not confident enough to speak. But that has gone away. That is one very important challenge that I have when I have, trying to remove the confidence, the underconfidence, or the nervousness from my students. That's a very important thing that I do, and that is the important task. After that, it's all about I give you the feedback and you take it. That's it. When you believe in yourself and when you are confident enough that okay, I can learn this. Okay, it's not people's, it's just people. Okay, let me learn this. When you come to that mentality, you will be able to achieve a lot of things, and very easily also. Okay, that won't be a tough thing for you to do. But yes, as I said, I'm really, really amazed by this transformation. And it has, and if my words have done this much difference to you, I'm really grateful for that, and I would want you to keep doing that. And okay, apart from that, the mistakes that you have made today. Okay, no saying do study, do exercise, do walking, do dancing. No, it's only the main verbs that you use in such situations when you have to talk about the like basically the main verb, the main job that is going on. After that, of course, you will have to also focus on the irregular plurals like children, person, people, women, right? All these things are very important. You should be focusing on them. And apart from that, you have slight mother tongue influence.
Yes.
Okay, that is skills. Try to use that. Try to pronounce at least two words, science and skills, right? Try to pronounce that again and again, so that you will be able to understand it better, and you'll be able to say that, okay, this is the difference. This is not skills. This is not skills. This is skills, right? You'll be able to do that.
Okay, I'll keep
Okay,
it in
so
mind.
Miss Nisha, we'll meet again in our next session. Thank you so much for joining, and have a good night. Okay,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
you're
Same to
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.